Welcome everybody back to Hiveswap Friendsim. My name is Brotimus. Last time we did Fozzer Velius, and the weird fuckery that happened there. And now we're going to to do a troll that I have been excited for quite some time. We're going on to Marvus Xoloto, this motherfucker here. All right, crash landed, yada yada yada. Getting to the end, friendship. This guy, this clown motherfucker here. All right, I have seen some things and I have received some tips on what to do with Marvus. And to my understanding, we're in for a real fucking ride today. So here we go. Let's get into Marvus Xoloto. Get ready. Everyone ready? Oh, I got the sniffles still, so excuse me for that. You find yourself ambling down the road without any particular destination in mind. It seems you don't have to do much active searching to land yourself in varying combinations of adventure and or disaster. Where will the vicissitudes of fate next lead you? I'm backcountry boy. I don't really know what them dear words mean. Who knows? You walk for a while like that. You've just about lost all hope of running into a wacky contrivance when your palm husk lights up with the delightful and or foreboding sound of friendship. Someone is calling you. You're less excited to see that the person who happens to be calling you is Zebruh. Oh, good. It's not that you dislike Zebruh. It is, precisely. It's just that you might struggle to rank him above literally any other troll you've met, including the yellow guy who loves genocide. Yeah. But you're not one to leave a friend hanging. You dutifully answer the call. Ah, my good friend, you picked up. Awfully quickly, I might add. Ugh, God, we gotta go back to this motherfucker. Damn it. Not looking forward to this. Yeah, you just love friendship. You ask Zebruh why he's calling. Do I need a reason to call? Is the thrill of dialectical riposte not cause enough to make social contact? Well, my dearest adversary / friend, or maybe more depending on whatever you feel comfortable with and interested in at any given point in time? You have no idea how to even respond to that. I truly don't. I am speechless, Zebruh. Haha, nah, I'm just fucking with you. I stand to incur material gain from your association. You need to stay right where you are. Well, what are you going to do? Hang up? You stand right where you are and stay on the line. You ask what Zebruh is up to, but he won't say. Tells you he needs to concentrate. Eventually, you notice a strange shape resolving in the distance down the road, drawing nearer, slowly but steadily. After a while longer of waiting, the figure in the distance grows close enough for you to tell that it's Zebruh. Oh, that's you say. What? It looks like he's riding on some kind of incredibly cursed hover Segway. Incredibly cursed hover Segway. That's funny. Yeah, I'm coming, sweetie. Oh, man. You would say it takes maybe 15 minutes or so for him to make it the entire way over on his hover scoot. Okay, that was a lot louder than I was anticipating. Oh, he's vibrating because he's on his stupid fucking hover scoot. Alright, also, I did something I've never done before. I listened to Clownfucker, the song that plays for Marvus's route. I fucking love it. It's such a good song. Oh, man, I've never done it before, but I saw it on Tumblr and I gave it a listen. That's so good, I love it. Anyway, sorry. There you are. Impressed by my new ride? I mean, impressed is a word. It is in the dictionary. Oh yeah, you say. You're very impressed. I knew you would be. I brought it out because tonight is a very special night. Or it will be, if you'd be so kind as to make me the happiest troll in Alternia. Or we could not. Is he, like, proposing to you? That's definitely what it seems like. What? Never mind. Oh, that's right. I guess there's no, like, official whatever. You ask him what he's vague blogging about. What indeed? The real question of what are you doing this evening? Well, it's not like you've ever had any plans to do anything besides stupidly bumble into one ludicrous boondoggle after another. Boondoggle. That's a good word. I like that word. I've heard it before, but I can appreciate a good boondoggling. Seems like whatever he's alluding to, inviting you to, probably fits the bill for being included in your long itinerary of unspecified dumbass bullshit you were bound to get embroiled in anyway. Might as well go along with it. Fantastic! Well, it just so happens that I managed to get my hands on 2 tickets to ClownFest. X-Rex? ClownFest XX Rex. What? What?
And I thought who better to take along than my dearest alien associate of unspecified nature.
Wow, you gave me all those, huh? You have no idea what ClownFest XX Rex is, but it's not off to a good start with the name.
Oh, I should have known you wouldn't be familiar with it. It's a little sophisticated for an off-world reprobate such as yourself.
Excuse you! Reprobate! Baka baka!
It's a music festival centered around purple blood performers. Now, normally I wouldn't trifle with high blood entertainment, disgustingly oppressive as it is. But when you think about it, aren't clowns the most disprivileged class of them all?
You don't ask him to explain what he means by that because everyone would be really angry reading it. Agree to toss your meaty moral body into a clown pit to get moshed to death or whatever, or find something else to do that sounds less fucking awful. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I gotta go to ClownFest, whatever the fuck it is. So I think this might be the bad one. Let's try and get the quick bad ending first, huh? Let's turn him down, shoot down his idea, tell him he's a fucking moron, and we never speak to Zebruh again. Well, you can't say that the invitation isn't tempting. I can. Going to a writhing gathering of violent jesters certainly sounds like a recipe for a stimulating time. But what if you didn't throw yourself blindly into obvious peril for once in your incredibly painful life? Pass. A hard pass.
Oh.
Zebruh sighs heavily. He looks completely destroyed. Despite yourself, you feel a pang of guilt in your chest.
I see. I guess that's fine. I'll just have to find someone else to facilitate my brush with greatness.
What is that supposed to mean? You don't bother to ask when you don't give in to his obvious guilting. Fuck me. Obvious guilting either. Zebruh seems to accept his fate.
Sigh. Whatever. I can't believe I came all the way here on my hover scoot just to be callously rejected like this. But I guess I'll see you around, hotcakes.
Zebruh powers back up his little scooter, gearing up to go. But when he tries to lean back so the machine will start heaving in reverse, something is wrong. The scooter just won't move. No matter how many times he slaps on the control panel on the handlebars, you ask if it's broken.
What? No, it can't be. It's brand new, and it was just working a minute ago. Maybe I'm in the wrong mode.
Zebruh hammers the buttons on the control panel for a bit with no luck.
Damn, maybe it is the motors.
So Zebruh tries leaning forward to check it out. That's not the problem at all. In fact, as soon as he pushes his weight against the control stick, the scooter surges forward. It collides with your frail human body, knocking you to the ground, and there's so much momentum in the motion that for Zebruh to stop there. The jets underneath the scooter rake over your pummeled body, incinerating you and killing you instantly. What? Oh man, I like how it could have just ended with like, nah man, I'm good, and Zebruh getting all pissy about it. But then it actually fucking kills you. That's fucking funny. Oh hot damn. Okay, so cool. So we got the quick bad ending. Oh man. All right, let's power through all this shit. Get to listen more from Clownfucker. Hell yeah. All right, agree to toss your meaty moral body into a clown pit to get moshed to death or whatever.
I knew you'd be there for me.
Here we go.
All right, let's go.
Zebruh invites you to hop onto the back of his scooter so you can head out to ClownFest. You say you're not sure this is the most effective avenue of locomotion. Zebruh tells you that it's all the rage and not to be a little bitch about it.
So let me tell you a little about my plans for tonight.
It feels like the scooter is going even slower than it was when he arrived, now that it's struggling under the weight of two people. It probably is.
You see, my favorite rhyme juggler on the planet is going to be there tonight.
Rhyme juggler? Is that like a rapper? I don't know what that is.
His name is Marvus Xoloto. You might have heard of him, he's pretty famous.
3 hearts. You say you've never heard of him because you're an alien. I'm an alien. I have never heard of him.
Oh, right. Well, he's only the best in all of Alternia. He came up a few sweeps back when he won first place in Slammer Get Cold. Oh, please tell me you at least know about Slammer Get Cold.
You do not know about Slammer Get Cold. I do not.
Well, it's a bi-sweeply reality program where aspiring slam poets compete to prove who has what it takes.
So this is like what Gamzee and Tavros were really into. They were like into like doing real shitty raps against each other. It's weird that Tavros was into it, considering he's such a low blood. They addressed it as violent. Everything's violent on Eternia.
It's really cutthroat stuff. I mean, there are at least 5 decapitations a season. The competition is about skill, no matter the blood color of who is competing, so maybe Tavros makes sense then. The troll who wins is the troll who has the nastiest flow and dopest bars. everyone has an equal shot. I mean, sure, a Highblood has won every season to date, but it's basic biology that clowns are better at rhyming than everyone else.
Gamzee? I feel like Tavros was actually a bit better than Gamzee. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Even if Highbloods were Lowbloods, that would still be true. That's equality.
Yeah, makes sense. You think this is really progressive stuff he's saying? Where could he have possibly gotten so educated and smart?
Oh, you flatter me. Anyway, as you know, I am deeply connected in the music industry.
Do I know that? I actually truly, fuck. No, yeah, we went over to Jam for a little bit and I fucked it up. That's right.
But because of oppressive hemospectrum systems, I'm afraid I'm only truly afforded downward mobility. The Clownsphere is a really insular, close-knit community. But with the right hustle, I'm going to break that glass ceiling. Marvus is the perfect troll to bring me into the fold.
You say this guy sounds pretty brutal. Are you sure you want to actually meet this clown?
What, Marvus? Ha! I mean, sure, he does what he needs to survive in a rigidly ossified power system that can never be truly dismantled by the actions of a single individual. But that doesn't mean that he supports it. Contrary to what you might think, Marvus is a spectacularly subversive figure in the industry. If you listen to his music, really listen, you'll hear some borderline revolutionary stuff. I think he'd tear it all down if he could. I might have mentioned it, but being a clown is kind of woke. That's why I've always wanted to probe that think pad of his, really get to the bottom of his radical praxis, and help spread his message of social reform to the masses. And you're going to help me do it.
I am. After 4 hours of scooting and one excruciatingly detailed, unbroken account of the events of the past 3 seasons of Slam or Get Cold, you arrive at ClownFest XX Rex. 4 hours of listening to this asshole just ramble on. Oh boy, here we go. I really like that we, rather than just having, vague troll-esque shapes, we have actual trolls in the background now. I like seeing them. I love it. ClownFest feels more like a circus than your idea of a music festival. In the distance is a wide-open field dotted with disorganized masses of people, all gathered before a nightmarish stage you presume to be the site of the evening's main event. Oh, that's cool. The clown above the... Fuck, what is it? Stage. Idiot. Stage looks like Marvus. That's cool. I like that, or his horns at least. The entrance to the festival grounds opens up into something of a parking lot, filled with whimsical tents and people selling various snacks and refreshments. You see a clown juggling what looks like at least 7 hot dogs. Absolutely ghoulish. You're glad DM isn't here to see this? Absolutely ghoulish. I can't believe you would treat these fine, sweet meats with such disdain and disregard. How dare you, sir or madam? Zebruh brings you up to the gates, flashes your tickets, and gets you wristbanded and admitted to the festival grounds. I'm so blown away that I meet so many nothing trolls. They don't care that I'm an alien. It's so bizarre to me. That I can just stroll down the street and they just don't give a shit. Seems like there's still some time before the performance is slated to start. There are some spectators already gathered in the field, but those of more privileged blood castes are lined up around the tents in the lot to buy food and merchandise. While you walk around the festival grounds, you ask Zebruh what exactly he has planned. What could you possibly do to get him in good with the clowns? Zebruh takes it as an invitation to whisper conspiratorially into your ear. His breath is hot and heavy against your hearing canal.
Here's the plan, my sweet little rust drop.
Don't call me that.
We get in, wait for the show to start, and then when Marvus comes onto the stage and really gets into his act, you're going to jump the barricade and rust the stage.
I'm sorry?
Or at least you're going to try. Of course, I'm going to stop you. I'll tackle you before you make it to the stage, and I'll call you right in front of Marvus and everybody.
Yeah, no, that's an appropriate reaction.
Oh, calm down. I'm trying to tear down the stereotypes that lowbloods are all simple-minded dullards, and you aren't doing your people any favors by reinforcing the cause for prejudice. Obviously, I'm not really going to kill you. You'll simply pretend to play dead after I've heroically foiled your black designs on Marvus. My action will firmly place me within Marvus's Ashen Quadrant, so he'll have no choice but to recognize me. And then the clowns will see what a hero I am, and praise me and bring me backstage to reward me. It's really a flawless plan, my dear. If you just do what you're told, nothing will go wrong.
Before you can proffer any critique of this caper, the jovial clamor of chatting and revelry surrounding you is pierced by a rising chorus of blood-curdling shrieks. That's a plan. I mean, yeah, it's a plan. You whip around to ascertain the source of the dreadful sound, but it becomes quickly apparent that those were not screams of pain at all. You know what's up when Zebruh joins in with his ear-splitting squeals.
That's him!
Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you already. It's the man of the hour himself. An expensively dressed juggalo is making his way through the crowd, flanked by a robust team of hulking indigo bloods. Every aspect of him telegraphs unimaginable celebrity. The purposefully disheveled yet fashionable fit of his clothes, the swagger of his step, the 10-man camera crew trailing behind him. He walks with a measured poise, despite the chaos rising around him. Dozens and dozens of young trolls are flinging themselves at his entourage without any apparent concern for their safety. The bodyguards are roundhouse kicking the eager teens into the ground left and right like a bloody blender of adolescent aliens. It's pure carnage.
He really knows how to draw a crowd, doesn't he?
Sigh. A minute ago, it was tough to truly grasp the hype. But after seeing him in person, you don't know what it is, but this swaggy clown has an undeniable gravitas that commands the attention of everyone around him. It's impossible to look anywhere else. Even the Alternian moonlight seems to endeavor to glint off his golden accoutrement twice as bright. But he's gone just as quickly as he arrived, up to the festival stage to set up his act. He leaves a bloody void in his wake. Zebruh is bouncing on the balls of his feet following the encounter. He clearly can't wait to get up into the pit, and to be honest, neither can you. What is it about a good clown that's so utterly irresistible? I've never met a good clown, so I would not understand this, but maybe this is my clown. I don't know. Zebruh takes you up to the field spread out before the stage. There are thousands and thousands of thousands. That's ridiculous. Of trolls already standing around, ready for the show to start. From the looks of the crowds in the back breaking down their tents, there must have been rustbloods camping out for days to secure their spots. But even those hard-won locations are much further to the back than where Zebruh is leading you. There aren't many highbloods here by comparison, so Zebruh is able to take you to walk right in, muscle past all the ceruleans, and grab a spot by the barricade with maybe 5 minutes to spare before the show starts. There are some roadies up on the stage now dashing around to finalize all the equipment arrangements.
Oh, shoot. Did you remember to bring your concert diaper?
Concert diaper? Excuse you? Zebruh turns to you with wide eyes. You're awfully close together now, boxed in by the swell of trolls pushing your bodies closer and closer to the stage.
You know.
Your concert diaper. Jabberwocky. You know, you've heard of Jabberwocky, right? You don't actually know. You don't have a single clue about your concert diaper. You ask him if he's wearing his concert diaper. He pats the front of his pants, which you notice are looking a bit plumper than usual.
Of course? You can't just come to one of these things without your concert diaper. Things in the pit can get pretty intense, bro, and you can't leave to use the load gaper after it starts. Man, you're really going to regret not bringing your concert diaper.
My nose is running like a fucking faucet. And I'm so confused about a concept diaper, the concept of a concert diaper. A concept diaper also is probably another conversation we'll have to have later, but a concert diaper, that's some commitment. That is some commitment.
So is everyone around us. Ugh.
Before you can even attempt to formulate a response to that, the crowd breaks into thunderous cheering. Is my nose bleeding? Hang on, time out. Yes, my nose was in fact bleeding. What is this fucking game doing to me? Oh, fuck me. Alright, let's get back into it. Your heart skips a beat as you look up, but of course, the clown who's clambering up to the center stage isn't him, with a capital H. Marv is clearly too hot to blow on the first act. All the same, people are real fired up over this raggedy juggalo. He seems like a serviceable clown, you suppose. He's got enough gold chains and is reasonably swaggy. He gets bumping, drops a few bars. It's fine, you guess, but he's not your clown. You know the moment you laid eyes on Marvus that he was the only clown your heart would ever be able to see again. Zebruh leans into your ear and has to yell to be heard over the sounds of the music and the crowd.
I've never much liked Rapster Slamsy's work, to be honest. Sure, the beats are produced well, but he has a very insipid sense of lyricism. Triz's clam this, Triz's indefatigable military might that. We get it, you want to harpoon the heiress. Who doesn't, honestly? We don't need to hear about it all day.
A solid 15 minutes of mildly provocative slams later, and old Slamsy is slinking off backstage. As soon as he's gone, a new jester takes the fore. If you wanted to get into the music, it proves difficult. Every new act they bring onto the stage is immediately followed by a hollering earful of Zebruh's scathing critiques. You wonder why he's so fixated on getting in good with his gaggle of urban farceurs? If he thinks so little of their technical and artistic merits to begin with. As you stand leaned sweatily against the barricade, you're starting to wonder if it's all worth it. Could the sight of a single rapping man really outweigh all the physical and psychic agony of waiting and standing and stewing in the heat of the pit? Well, you've just endured nearly 3,000 words of hanging out with Zebruh for something that will ultimately let you down? But as the penultimate clown trundles off the set, the taste of the air changes, the lights on the stage go dark, the booming sound system goes quiet, and a tremulous hush falls over the crowd. You feel your heart stop in that silence. You know down to your bones that this is the moment you've been waiting for. From Sea Dweller to Rustblood, nobody moves. The sound of his light footsteps against the darkened stage could only be audible to someone as close as you. The anticipation swallows you whole. When the floodlights snap back on and illuminate his astounding figure center stage, you feel it. Though yet of modest stature, the lanky juggalo has the presence of a man of a million feet tall. He radiates a power the likes of which you've never felt before. You feel him inside of you, intimately, religiously, indelibly. Yes, this is it. This is your clown. Then he opens his mouth to utter what feels like the most important words you've ever heard in your life. What kind of voice should we give Marvus? That's the question of the day, everybody. There's a part of me that's like, my headcanon voice for Marvus is like Brendan Urie. I don't know why. That's just, that's like my immediate, like, you know, like whiplash, knee-jerk headcanon is Brendan Urie. Shit, I don't know what to give him. It's gotta be like smooth, right? It's gotta be kind of cool, but a little off, right? Hey. I guess we'll do that. All hell breaks loose. Everyone is screaming around you. You grip tight on the barricade as you stare up at him, glowing, messianic, arms outstretched to drink in the zealous fervor of the cloud, all incited by a single, incredibly powerful word. Hey. God, you'll never forget it. What up, guys? You jugs ready to cook? You can't help it. You start screaming. You're so fucking ready. R-E-D-D-Y. LOL, these buddies be baking beans. Shiz. Any of y'all forget your concert diapers? Cause it's rank out there. You feel racked by shame. How could you forget your concert diaper? You'll never be so foolish again. But it's aight. I'ma freshen things up. You hear me? Zebruh takes hold of your hand and squeezes it tight. You appreciate the gesture. God, he's so fucking beautiful. You understand. You feel deeply, utterly devastated to know how far out of your grasp he is. Why would a man like that ever even look at you? There's no way someone so tremendous, so magnificent, so extravagant would waste his time offering his friendship to someone as insignificant as you. But as desolating as that feeling may be, you aren't ready to put him out of your life just yet. Maybe there are other ways you can be close to him. Listen to his music, follow him wherever he goes, dedicate your life to him. You want to know everything about him that you can. Maybe in his way you can honor him, befriend him in your own heart, if not his. Is a love one-sided any less beautiful? What kind of power does this motherfucker have? I mean, like, I've really only truly experienced the hype of a concert one time. I went to see Streetlight Manifesto 3 weeks ago. And that was the most excited I've ever been for a concert. I've seen Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake. I've even seen Panic at the Disco live. But when I got to see Streetlight, that was it. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. When the music at last starts to blast through the speakers, you ascend. The pain in your legs and your back disappears. You feel nothing but streaming euphoria. You thank the forces of serendipity for guiding you to the glorious epiphany of this, beatific singularity. I know that word, I just can't think of how to pronounce it right now. The show's nothing to scoff at either. You, a highly discerning individual known to frequently make posts online regarding the quality of rap and whether or not those who purport to possess such ability to do in fact have the requisite bars, are fully blown away by the act. It's some really good stuff. He's just really going in hard and hot with those raps. Not that intensity is the sole barometric of the quality of hip-hop. The fire that Marvus is dropping is a broad contemporary performance that would equally satisfy any aficionado of any relevant subgenre. Not a single thing about him is even slightly racist. Not a single thing about it even slightly... Okay. You're really starting to get into the zone when Zebruh starts to scream in your ear again. You were already going deaf from the concert as it was.
I think it's about time to get the show on the road, don't you?
Oh, man. Go along with Zebruh's cowardly and nefarious plan to scam your beloved clown, or no fucking way. All right. This is the choice. This is the option, right? Where going along with it is the good ending, but not doing it, like, there's no way I can get close to Marvus at this point if I don't go through with it. So I'm gonna try no fucking way to see if we can get the bad ending. I wanna leave on a good note, so I wanna try and get the bad ending. Are you kidding, you say? There's no way you're going to vault over that barricade and try to make an attempt on Marvus's life, fake or not. For one thing, that plan is fucking stupid, and you'd immediately die. Second of all, Marvus is a beautiful artist with the soul of a true poet, and you're not going to help anyone attempt to exploit his celebrity for selfish purposes. You conclusively inform Zebruh that he'll have to find someone else to help him hoodwink sweet Marvus.
What's that? I can't hear you over all the incredibly vicious and beautiful rapping.
You tell Zebruh that you're not doing it. You just want to listen to the rest of the concert and enjoy yourself. Zebruh seems horribly taken aback.
What? But I thought we were friends.
You reassure Zebruh that you are friends, but affirming a friendship doesn't necessarily require one to embark upon a ludicrous suicide pact in order to socially hornswoggle a rhythmically gifted Mary Andrew. Mary Andrew? What the fuck is that? You're hardly Thelma and Louise. Get real. You tell Zebruh he needs to find someone else to help him cozy up to the clowns' inner circle. Zebruh harumphs, offended, and decides to go. He starts to push away through the crowd down the length of the barricade. And with that, you're free to turn... Sorry about that. I was trying to keep up with the yelling without actually yelling. And with that, you're free to turn your gaze back to his mirthful eminence and embrace the new piece you have found in his artwork. But Marvus only keeps distributing dope, and the crowd only gets rowdier. Before you know it, you find yourself being wrenched into the writhing mass, jostled about and subsumed by the transcendent power of the music. Your pitiful little body becomes nothing but a note in his wicked symphony, a raindrop washed away in the rapids. Some time ago, you might have accepted your fate here and allowed yourself to be trampled by the mob, but you have something to live for now. Even as you feel yourself begin to physically break, those sick beats tether you spiritually to the mortal world. His ruthless bars cut through the heat and the sweat and the heavy stench of piss and meat, drawing you like a sailor to the siren's song. Not even death could wrench you free of his grasp. In spite of the odds, you manage to muscle your way back up to the fore. You exit the mosh pit a shattered mess, bruised, battered, and broken, hanging on only by the most tenuous of threads. As you look around you, you get a glimpse of your fate. You're surrounded on all sides by trolls who have collapsed and been trampled dead, faces frozen in a rictus of ecstasy. Given how lightheaded you feel, you aren't long for this world either, but you can carry on a bit farther. For him. Wow, he's really something else, that Marvus, you think, as your wasted body slumps against the barricade. It's all you can do to lift your weak head and stare up at him, drinking in his boundless audiovisual wonder as your vision starts to blur and your consciousness begins to fade. You jerk back to your senses when you feel something splashing over your face. You cast around wildly for the source of the water. To your disbelief, you see that it was Marvus. He's standing at the edge of the stage, gyrating his hips to the choreography as he looks down at you in concern. It's like staring into the groin of an angel. He waits for a break in his verse to cover his mic and mouth to you. Yo, buddy, you alright? You aight? You can't believe how gracious he is to see a humble fan such as yourself in pain and stop to make sure he's okay. Is this real, or have you passed onto heaven after all? Your gaze tracks up from his well-proportioned crotch to the generous view offered by the plunging neckline of his shirt. You're all right now. You've never been more right in your life. Marvus jumps off the stage into the impassable purgatory that separates it from the pit, the gods from the mortals, and makes his way over to you. He stretches out his hands. Hey, babe. Want to dance? Your broken bones, it's breaking me. Your broken bones are no obstacle. Instinct propels you over the barricade and into his arms. He catches you like you've both been waiting your entire lives for this moment. You've never felt more warm or safe. He scoops you up with his incredible strength and carries you back onto the stage. Marvus is talking into his mic again, so his words reverberate through the entire field. Look what we got here. Seems like a fucking low blood cut to the front of the line, my friends. LOL. The remainder of the crowd that's still conscious boos viciously. What's happening? Oh, you're clearly bleeding red from being stomped in the face several times in the mosh pit, and in the murky lights of the stage, he looks awfully burgundy. Someone's been naughty. Yes, you've been so naughty. You say it to the mic. No remorse. For damn shame. The crowd cheers. Well, we clearly got a criminal on our damn hands. What do you think I should do with him? Any opinions? The response is disjointed, but still functionally unanimous. Amidst the clamor, one word keeps ringing out clearly. Kill, 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 kill. Wow, y'all want me to kill him?
Shit, that's brutal. Well, I ain't one to let down my fans, you hear me? Justice be fucking done, my merry men. What better way to cap off a wicked night than with a little gutter blood shower?
Well, you're hardly qualified to question Marvus' judgment. I am not one to judge that of a god. If what he wants is to publicly execute you in front of a crowd of his adoring fans, you guess that's how it has to be. You surrender completely as Marvus directs the stagehands to help him erect some sort of makeshift crucifix. You don't struggle as he carries you over and ties you up, suspended above the crowd. All the spotlights shine on you, burning hot. The audience's rapturous screams deafen you. But all you can see is Marvus, approaching you ringed in otherworldly light. His back is to the crowd, so you're the only one who can see his face like this. Intense, focused, merciless. A gaze meant only for you. You've never felt more special. I mean, it's a type of special, I guess. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? He steps up before you, face to face. You stare into his eyes, enthralled. Such clear eyes, so potent and beautiful. Your only regret is that you can't gaze into them for longer. Marvus takes hold of his cane and in a fluid motion draws out its rapier-sharp hidden blade. The metal glints 1,000 colors in the light of the stage, almost as awesome as he is. You hope he strikes true. Yours will be a magnificent death. But then, he winks. A fleeting moment of understanding passes between you. Could it be that Marvus is the friend you've been searching for after all? Oh, is it a fool's flight of fancy to dream so? He draws in close, rearing up as if to strike, and as he raises his blade, his jacket lifts up too, exposing his vulnerable clown pit. If you leaned in just now, maybe, just maybe, you could take a whiff or respect yourself. All right, someone warned me that take a whiff is a real treat, and so we gotta respect yourself. You can't help yourself. You lean right into the clown's swampy armpit and breathe in deep. The scent is like nothing you've ever smelled before. It's like the thick flavor of ambrosia glazed over an ogre's musk. Wet teriyaki socks sprinkled with a seasoning of pure passion. Powerful, indomitable, and beyond intoxicating. You can't get enough. You sniff and then you snoo, sucking as much of the hot, salty odor into your nostrils as possible. So delicious. Is everyone enjoying this? Because, oh boy, this was a choice. I went into this knowing I was gonna make this choice. I wasn't expecting it to be this bad though. The fresh bouquet of exertion brought about by hard, relentless work, freely flowing as the manifestation of his raw talent. You could spend the rest of your life nestled into this jester's fragrant pit, which might be literally what happens. You hope he allows you the indulgence. Were you so bold, you might even take a hearty lick. Oh, how could it possibly taste if the smell alone was so wonderful? Would that you could suckle even a single drop of that sweet jester's hunky tang. You imagine some poor Let's Player having to read every delectable sentence of these odoriferous paragraphs aloud and get a little hot and bothered. Oh, I love it. Some poor Let's Player. Oh man. Is it really a poor choice if I was expecting something so equally horrible? I mean, come on. If history has told us anything, is that there's a level of description that you can expect from making choices like this. Oh, I love it. But you aren't quite that brave. Marvus brings down the blade. It sinks deep into the wood beside your neck. This was no accident. A gesture so powerful surely would not miss. He's sparing your life. You're so humbled that your bladder evacuates on the spot. Your urine is as hot on your legs as Marvus's gaze is on your face. You really wish that you'd thought to bring your concert diaper. Marvus gives you a look and then glances pointedly to his cane sword. Cane sword. You take the hint and make an exaggerated reaction like you've just been stabbed for real. You grab at your neck, sputtering, flailing. The Highbloods right at the front can tell you haven't really been stabbed and they're a little disappointed, but it's not as clear to the trolls further back. Somewhere around the mass of teal bloods, the illusion really hits home. They start going fucking bonkers back there. The apeshit wave travels back to the Burgundies and then ricochets back home to the Highbloods. You crack one eye open as you play dead. This time, it's nothing like the controlled moshing during the performance. This is pure anarchy, a whirlwind of death and brutality. Trolls are at each other's throats, literally, ripping each other apart with fang and claw. All the blood spraying into the air makes the humidity really skyrocket. At some point when the racket becomes less than melodic, the clowns all come out for a final encore to drown out the sounds of the screaming. They start wrapping up a real storm. After about 45 seconds, a full 2/3 of the crowd are completely dead on the ground. Holy shit! The performance finally ends once every single troll in the cloud has collapsed either from death or exhaustion. Only once the audience has worn itself out do the clowns call it quits. They all start filing backstage, but for Marvus, who stops to take you down from the cross. Your beloved clown cradles you in his arms like the Pieta? Gently petting your blood-splattered face. You hanging in there, fam? You tell him yes, while continuing to play dead. You don't want to foil his ruse. Okay, great. Hey, bud. He picks you back up and carries you off the stage. The clowns of a little green room set up in the backstage. I've lost the ability to read at this point. The clowns have a little green room set up in the backstage venue where they're all mixing and relaxing after the show. Nobody seems concerned to see Marvus carrying in a 90% dead alien, or particularly rattled after witnessing thousands of trolls savagely cannibalize each other either. Hey, you want a Sandy? Oh, what? A Sando. You're sorry? Grub bread. A sandwich. You say, yeah, sure, you're pretty hungry. Grub bread. Marvus drops you off on a couch and you lounge indulgently as you wait for him to walk to the catering table and pick you something up. He's back quickly. Think you can move your arms or nothing, buddy? You say not really? You're pretty sure all of your bones are basically obliterated. Ah, shit, is that rough? That's rough. Sorry, man. Guess that's my fault. Okay, say, you don't even question it. You obey him unthinkingly. You nearly choke when he kneels beside you and starts pressing broken off pieces of grub sandwich past your trembling lips. Tears well up at the corners of your eyes. How could someone like you be so lucky to touch and be held by the closest thing on this mortal plane to a god? You're sure there are thousands, millions of trolls out there who would die to get to experience anything like this. It's humbling. What did you do to deserve this? You're so weak from the concert that even moving your jaw is hard, and your star-stricken sobbing doesn't help either. Whenever a sloppy bit of grub paste filling dribbles down your chin, Marvus is right there to catch it and shove it back into your eager maw. He makes unyielding eye contact with you as he allows you to suck the maggoty meal from his fingers. You tell him he's beautiful. A lot of people say that. I don't know about all that, though. I'm just a humble rhyme juggler with a lot of cash money and 10 guys filming what I'm doing right now. When you're finished eating your sandwich, Marvus kindly wipes all the mess off your face. He's so gracious, you can't believe it. What the fuck is going on? Hang on, time out. What the shit? I'm so confused. Every Highblood I've met has been like relatively chill. I thought they were all supposed to be like fucking murderous and shit. Granted, we just witnessed thousands, like well over 1,000 trolls probably kill each other. And they don't give a shit, but what the fuck is this? I'm an alien! You're so glad that camera crew is here to capture all of this so you can watch it and relive the experience of receiving his kindness again later. You guess you need an answer to the question. Why did Marvus decide to save you? Marvus takes a moment to think on it. Well, I guess I saw the guy you was, and I was like, shit, what a sorry MF. Sorry MFer. You know that buddy be bad news, fam. What, Zebruh? No, Zebrah's your friend. All of your friends are cool. What the fuck does that mean? Damn, cause that's raw. You okay? You sick? Are real friends with that in Ding Dong? You know he blacklisted all the fucking way out in Clown Town. Oh. Really? Why? He's just a social climber, man. That big blue buddy be a Wow, I can't read this. I am like almost physically incapable of reading this. That big blue buddy be a motherfucking parasite. And he's blacklisted by all clowns? He doesn't seem to know that. Well, we ain't about to go and tell him his chatty ass. Gonna go and write a wicked nasty review about my business. So we be looking out for ourselves. Us clowns real close-knit, you know? Take care of each other and all that shiz. Feel me? You know, if you think about it, clowns really are the most disprivileged socioeconomic class. You have thought about that, and it's making more and more sense recently. You'd love to engage in nuanced discourse with them about clown privilege or the lack thereof. Yeah, cause though we normally occupy a position of structural power in the institutional hierarchy of the human spectrum, we be subjugated into dampening our powers like no other. Because the agents of the Empress and her abyssal, curiosity know that the unimpeded strength of me and my sick nasty buddies would easily unseat sea dwellers as dominant caste. And if purple blood be objectively superior to violet in every way, every metric of strength, power, and influence despite chromatically preceding them, and the only reason we don't rise up and rip the fins off their slimy little faces
is an attorneys of religious persecution and culturally immutable precedent. What does that say about the validity of the rest of the system?
That took a real turn. That took a turn I was not expecting. Like, 180, 100% 180. You consider your mind thoroughly blown. Wow, this guy is incredibly woke and not the least bit racist at all. You're really inspired by how good he is as both an artist and a man.
Get it straight. Maybe all the Spectrum needs is a little chaos to shake things up. Really makes a fucking thing. Oh, really makes you fucking think, you hear me?
God, you do hear him. It makes so much sense. He makes so much sense. You make so much sense. Together. Marvus smiles at you as you hold his hands. You don't want to let go. You're afraid you'll never see him again if you do. You're not sure you can live like that. Maybe you can't be always by his side, but maybe sometimes, occasionally. All you want is to make a friend.
Of course I'll be your buddy. Hey, why don't you have me on Chitter? And next time I got a show, maybe I'll hook you up with some wiki tickets. V-I-fucking-P, B. Rust Emperors represent. Make sure to check out my link in my bio for merch if you're interested.
The promise fills you with so much hope and light and joy, you can't believe it. You did it. You made the greatest, most ultimate friend of them all. Your shining light, your reason for being. Marvus. The truest buddy you've ever had. Well, I fucked it up. Shit. I really... Okay. All right. Okay. No, you got a truck on. We got to get that bad ending. This is gonna be an hour long. It's only one troll. All right, Marvus. Fuck me. I wanted to leave it at that. I wanted it was such a good ending. Damn it. All right. Let's get the bad ending. Fuck off, Zebruh. Now I know the truth about you, you shithead. Oh boy, come on. God, there's so much. There's so much text. All right, go along with Zebrah's cowardly and nefarious plan to scam your beloved clown. I'm sorry. Enraptured you may be with Marvus' magnificence, a promise is a promise, and you can't let Zebruh down. Sure I can. You wait for the right moment and start to vault up over the barricade as quickly as you can manage. You clear the barrier and drop down into the gutter between the stage and the crowd. You're not sure where to go from here. You glance back towards Zebruh for guidance, and the crowd has noticed what you're doing. All right. The onlookers are swarming with rage at your insolence. Zebruh makes his move. He starts to follow you up over the barricade, but things don't go as planned. Instead of heroically stopping you from making it to Marvus, Zebruh is put upon from all sides by grasping claws. They don't recognize that's what Zebruh is trying to do. They think he's just another conspirator trying to join you in your attempt at Marvus' life. Oh boy! You watch in stunned horror as the two trolls close to Zebruh take hold of each of his arms, dig in their claws, and rip them right off! Like a fucking Wookiee. And they don't stop there. You barely have time to process what's happening until another pair of trolls ascend, helping to tear ruthlessly into Zebrah's body. He screams. His screams don't even register over the booming of the sound system. Fountains of indigo blood spray hot into the humid air. The barricade and the ground all around you are drenched in your friend's gore. You're frozen where you stand in that arid gutter between heaven and hell. This isn't how it's supposed to go, is it? You feel the inevitable press of entropy closing in. The trolls in the audience see you, and they've already had a taste of blood. Your legs are as stiff as rods as the carnage-caked trolls who made short work of your friend begin to vault over the barricade themselves. It seems pointless to run. You're stricken by a consuming sense of deja vu. You've made a mistake, and the universe is going to clean up your mess. The trolls drop down into the gutter with you in advance. You close your eyes and accept your fate, and then feel yourself being wrenched up onto the stage. Yo, what's up? You can't believe your eyes. Marvus, in all his majesty, has hoisted you up to safety on the grand stage. He's beaming at you with the most beautiful smile you've ever seen in your whole life. This development has certainly given the bloodthirsty crowd pause. Marvus turns to them with an unerring grin and shakes his head. Y'all out there trying to kill my buddy? Sometimes I swear my fans are bigger clowns than I am. His adoring legion seems to find that very funny. You're starting to realize that you really should have brought your concert diaper after all. Now it seems like there's been a big misunderstanding. This should be one of my backup dancers. Hey, hit it, cuz show him what you got. He's helping you? You can't say you understand, I don't, but you're not about to look a sexy, gorgeous gift clown in the mouth. If Marvus wants you to dance for your life, you'll dance. You start going to town, flossing, shooting, whatever it is the kids are doing these days. A real contemporary breakdown. The crowd goes wild. Things are really starting to look up for you until a deafening crack sounds through the air and the stage equipment starts to collapse. It all happens quickly. The bolts of all the stage scaffolding burst out of their settings. The lights catch fire, and one of the massive 100-foot screens behind the stage comes loose of its moorings. You'd have been easily pancaked by the huge screen if not for Marvus expertly clown-stepping you and himself out of the way. Half the crowd isn't so lucky. The big screen shatters when it hits the stage, gaining a 100-foot area of trolls with raining a 100-foot area of trolls with vicious glass. Shiz. Right when things we're just getting started. But the sound equipment was all obliterated by the sudden collapse. Nobody can hear him but you. For a moment, your hero looks lost. And we better bounce, cuz. Marvus grabs you by your sweaty hand and runs. He takes you to safety into the performer's green room, which seems to be intact after the collapse of the stage, though the power's out. The room is filled with the clowns who performed earlier. They all look very confused and harried. Shit, thing's gonna be a madhouse out there for a while. So better just lay low for a little bit, I bet. We go out there right now and we're gonna get mobbed. Usually everybody be dead at the end of my concerts. I wouldn't make it out there without having to pale with 1,000 teens otherwise. You're a little rattled to say the least. Marvus takes a good look at you. Fuck, man. You shiz yourself. You start to cry. You didn't bring your concert diaper. Aw, man, it's alright. Don't cry. Look, you're hardly the first buddy to ever shit themselves at one of my concerts. I'm used to the smell. To be honest, it's comforting. You sniffle and say, really? You wouldn't want to bring even the slightest inconvenience to his wonderful life. Yeah, I'll let it cook. Bring it in, Brohim. You bring it in. The two of you share a nice, malodorous hug. Malodorous. I don't know. Malodorous. Right. It's hard for you to understand what's going on. Why did Marvus save you anyway? I saw you was hanging out with that blue bro who always trying to get his snuff shoot up me and me jug's shizholes. And then he trying to make it real run for me. Gotta say that's brave. Gotta ask a buddy where they got the bow draws to try to pull a stunt like that. Respect. Oh well, it really wasn't much of a stunt. You were just going along with your friend's ludicrous plan to try and scam him into a friendship under false pretenses, but it was a really bad plan and your friend was killed on the spot immediately. And now you're pretty sure you're cosmically fated to die due to making a non-canonical. A non-canonical decision! Oh, I love it. Well, you mean non-canon. Oh, just be non-canon, fam. Oh, what? What can it even mean to be non-canonical within the context of inherently extra-canonical frameworks? Get rep. I don't know what that means. I also don't know if that's offensive or not, and I apologize if it is. You're not sure, but you definitely have the sense that some of the decisions within the simulation carry greater values of truth and relevance than others, and that the linear progression of events is rigorously enforced by an obligate narrative flow that privileges those actions which most smoothly facilitate the designs of the story's architect. Sure, you can hear that noise that way, but I say you're the architect of your own fate. Inspiring a sermon as Marvus may be spitting, his wise pontifications are interrupted when a clown in the back of the green room knocks over the water cooler. This gets the other clown who was talking to him really pissed, and they start duking it out. It starts a chain reaction that pulls all the other highbloods into a whirling blade picture of clown carnage. Man, what the fuck is going on? It's like you said, you've made a mistake, and the essence of the timeline won't rest until it's put things right. You can feel that it's happened before, and it'll happen again. Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Come on, Troll Nostradamus, let's skeet shoot. Even as the inescapability of your demise consumed you, you can't bring yourself to deny him. You follow him out of the green room, fleeing before the clown fight can pull you in and grind you to bits. Out here, you're the one who has to help Marvus. In the open air, it's an unending procession of teens' quick-time events. Some of them are carrying buckets. Oh, really? You just need to keep punching them out until you finally make it to this rich guy clown limo. The driver's nowhere to be seen, so Marvus gets behind the wheel and you hightail it out of there. You stick your head out the window and look back. There's a nasty storm brewing in the distance. I know somewhere we'll be safe. You make sure to secure your seatbelt. After dodging at least 3 fallen trees, a wayward deer loses, and a lightning strike that blasts the hood of the vehicle right off, Marvus brings you to Clown Church. You can't say this place was high on your list of venues you wanted to visit again, but this has a fucking budget. Oh, but this thing has a fucking budget. I got it. Okay. Whatever bullish power that's coming after you will have no reach here. This be hallowed ground, biznatch. Okay. Marvus leaves the limo on the lawn at the church, and you both hurry out just in time because it explodes. Not 2 seconds. I hit the fucking keyboard. 2 seconds after you're out the door. By instinct, Marvus shields you from the fiery blast with his body. Ha! No! Oh no, Marvus, no, you beautiful soul. You're destroyed by guilt. How could someone so tremendous bring themselves to such harm for someone so meaningless as you? You drag Marvus's burned, scorched body into Clown Church, and you collapse as soon as you're past the threshold. You start weeping.
Shiz, fam, I ain't dead, just a little toasty. You ain't gotta cry about it, god damn.
Oh, okay. You help him up and bolt the door behind you. He was right. You do feel safe here. Nothing is collapsing, nobody is being stricken with a hysterical urge to start a fight, and there's not even a single fire happening anywhere.
The mirthful messiahs be protecting us, buddy. Stay frosty, aight?
You help Marvus over to sit down in one of the pews. You settle in next to him and gaze up at the imposing architecture. It's not all so bad. There's a beauty there, a beauty in being a clown too, you're starting to see. Maybe you're even starting to believe? You turn to look at Marvus, and his face is ashen and slick with sweat.
Think that dip in the grill I had hurt a bit more than I thought.
Your heart drops in your chest and asks if he's going to be alright.
As long as we stay here, we aight.
But can you really stay inside Clown Church forever? You know down to your bones that even if you do, it doesn't matter. It's something about the air. You can't really describe it. Everything just starts to press down, down, down to Mephisto's cafe. Like you and everything around you is sinking implacably into the earth, but the ground is coming up to meet you, too. You start to perspire. The pressure leaves you weak. You slump against Marvus' shoulder. You feel so insubstantial, like the entire concept of your existence is struggling to erase itself. You know this isn't something you can fight.
What, are you giving up just like that?
You don't know what else you can do. This isn't how things were supposed to go. This isn't how things can be. You can't exist like this.
That depends on what it means to exist, fam. Depending on how you look at it, every branch on the timeline be fundamental to the metatextual structure of the essence of existence itself. Even an incident that falls outside of the strict confines of canonical continuity contributes to a meta-consciousness that be built by and could even be said to be at its most essential level defined primarily by the extraterrestrial exchange of interpretation by those who observe it. Each path of translucent fragment that via mirroring or distorting or magnifying certain aspects of the ultimate reality folds itself invisibly into the fabric of that reality. Itself immeasurable and intangible, but the space it once occupied indelible. The observation of irreality can still inform how reality is to be interpreted, even if that irreality doesn't satisfy even a cursory standard of legitimacy.
Hang on. Hang on. Okay.
And the act of contravening continuity can in itself provide definition to that very integrity it defiles. Even if what's going down here can't be said to be true, that doesn't mean we are meaningless. Turn up.
Huh. You don't know about all that, but you tell Marvus you're glad he's here with you. I'm not sure about that, bud, but you know what? At least we get to die together, or we get to non-exist together. Marvus smiles and puts his arm around your shoulders. In spite of it all, he makes you feel real. You stare into the effervescing panes of clown glass as they shift and scintillate in your vision. Things are coming apart at the seams. Subatomic concepts scream from the insides of your ears, and the infinity of pure dimension blossoms between the tenuous threads holding the essence of your being together. The terminality of paradox space reaches into you from the inside out and takes hold of reality in the inescapable grasp. Continuity inverts and cascades into a cataclysmic fractal. What happens will happen, and what can't must not. And no matter if hubris from man or god or clown can stymie the cosmic imposition of truth. You close your eyes for just a moment, but when you open again, there's nothing to see at all. Okay! Alright, you know what? That's a good ending! We just be ending it like that, huh? Yep, alright, we're okay. Alright! Could you imagine if I didn't make the decision episodes weeks ago to start doing all the endings in an episode? We'd have to deal with that shit on a live stream. Which might have been fun. Who knows? We're not on that timeline anymore. Holy shit, man. I like, that was a good progression. Like, we went through, like, we got the quick bad ending, which is just, like, Zebruh, like, a pretty normal bad ending. I die, which was a little extreme. Pretty extreme for a quick bad ending. Normally, they just turn away and that's it, you make a friend. Got the good ending, which has, like, a little bit of, like, a weird, like, okay, what the fuck are we talking about here? Once it turns out that Marvus is, like, an intellectual concerning society. And then we go full-on Foster Velius again, and we start talking about metatextual contexts and reality and irreality and the concept of paradox space, which is a concept in Homestuck itself. I guess we're going back to that. That was a good one. That was a fucking good one. Holy shit, man. That was a great volume. Fozzer was a little boring. Like, not boring, but it was like, there's not a lot going on except for when we got to like the mini scratch. What I've seen people talking about, like, I haven't answered any comments yet, and I apologize. Things have been a little hectic the last couple of days, but we were hypothesizing that it was a minor, like a small scratch or a residual scratch, which was interesting, especially with like the glitch sound effect in Fozzer. But we're now addressing the fact, like, this has happened a little bit in the past where like the MSPA reader is acknowledging that there are certain things that they can or cannot get away with, and that things are like just a simulation for them. And now we're like, the bad ending to this just full on accepts the fact that this is the non-canonical ending. And you fucked it up. The simulation that you are a part of, it will kill you because you fucked it up. But fucking Marvus is acknowledging that this helps build the real reality, the actual canon. What a fucking ride that was. That's an hour long. Almost an hour long. Holy shit, dude. What a good fucking volume. Oh, man. People told me that this volume was going to be a doozy, and I thought Fozzer was about as weird it was going to get. Boy, howdy was I wrong. Holy shit. That was awesome. I loved that one. That one was great. Holy cow. All right, well, we're going to call it there, everybody. Thanks for watching. Man, if you liked it, leave a like down below, because that was incredible. Likes are a way to let me know that you guys are still enjoying the series. Just kick the button if you liked it. If you didn't, that's fine. I hope you enjoyed it still. Subscribe so you can keep up with all my stuff. We're still trucking along with Friendsim. Not a whole lot more to go. I only got a couple of volumes left, I think. 2 or 3 now. But a new Friendsim every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Share it with your friends. Fucking, I mean, show them this one if you want to show like how weird shit can get, because this is the end of the spectrum. I don't know if they can push past this, because this is a real mind fuckery with this one. And comment, like I said, let me know what you guys think about all this. I had some people telling me, someone told me about the take a whiff option. Thank you for that, because that was a real treat. That was fun. People are telling me like different the theories and stuff like that, like they were talking about Fozzer and the mini scratch or the residual scratch, things like that. I like talking with you guys. Like I said, I haven't answered comments yet from Fozzer's volume, and I apologize. I'll probably get to those after I get done recording this. Man, I'm reeling. But thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, one last thing. Let me know what you guys think I should play afterwards. I have a notepad document of games that people have suggested on what I should play after Friendsim. We're trucking along. We're reaching the end. We're reaching the breaking point, reaching the zenith, the peak of Friendsim, where it gets it. Then there's a wall. So let me know if there's any games that you guys think I should play. I'm a little limited by hardware now since I have to use my laptop, but I'd like to hear some suggestions. So we're gonna call it there. We're done. I'm done rambling. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Later.